Hello and welcome to Northern Gardening. Today I'm going to show you how we're going to be fixing a drainage ditch. Now this is going to be a multi-part series. I'll turn this camera around and take you for a walk through and I'll explain things as we go. So last year I built this beautiful pallet walkway. It goes through the yard from the gate at the entrance there all the way around and connects over to the patio area and over to my deck. Now, the problem is I paid some people to connect the drainage over here, and I asked them to dig out this dry riverbed to allow for all the water from the yard to kind of go into it and get channeled out. Unfortunately, the people didn't really know what they were doing, which is a common thing that you'll find. A lot of people will put themselves out there as knowing what they're doing when they don't. So one thing that they did is they actually raised it. I don't know if you can actually see here, but you can see that the drainage, what is supposed to be the drainage ditch, is actually higher than the ground level by a few inches. In addition to this, when they dug in the pipe, they then just put all the soil back on top, as you can see here. The problem with this, all that soil has elevated the ground and is preventing the water from entering the pipe because the pipe now is also seeping full of soil. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to raise up this pallet walkway, and I'm going to have to move all of these rocks, all 2 yards of them, and shift them out of the way. Then I'm going to have to take rototiller. I'm going to have to till out a nice ditch that goes down deep enough and have it at a slant. So I'll discuss that slant and how you're going to determine that angle in the next video. So what we're going to do is remove all of that and take it back a little bit so that we have proper drainage from the back of the yard all the way down and through and out to the main street. So this will be a huge undertaking, and it'll be done in stages. The first stage, which will be done today, is I'm going to be pulling up the pallet walkway. Now the pallet walkway I used making reclaimed pallets, and what I did was I drilled a hole into each board, and then I took a peg, a landscaping peg, and I then inserted it in. So you can see there's the hole, and then I got pegs that are landscape anchors, and then they would just go inside and be pressed into the dirt to hold it in place. This actually worked really well. It was nice because I was able to actually take wheelbarrows and my garden cart through. I also created a bridge, as you can see, because it does go, and it's under here would be where the water travels, and it's supposed to be connecting into my dry riverbed, which doesn't happen. So that is what we're going to be working on, and I'm going to take you through this journey because I'm sure many of you have a similar problem down the side yards, and getting somebody to come in and regrade it can be about $7,000.